My name is Khotatso Malachi, but everyone calls me Blue, and I'm a photographer. I've always been an artist from as long as I can remember. I've always had that thing where I used to draw in class. Feminism, according to my understanding, there's this assumption that we're feminists because we're anti-men. I think feminism is the ability for a woman to stand by herself regardless of whether she has a man in her life or not. I don't think we should be defined by men or the lack thereof. I feel feminism is what we as women make it. Your own strength, your own ideals, your own place in the world, and then just being you and being happy with that. And I remember when I was in high school, there was a point where everyone was choosing what they want to do with their lives. I also got lost in it. I was like, okay, maybe I should do business management or something like that. And I remember my dad sat me down and he's like, no, that's not you. You know for a fact that you've always been an artist. Don't get lost in what the people are saying, be yourself. For me, that stays with me, it stayed with me till this day.
I'm fucking Mo. I'm Mo Matli and I'm a photographer and getting into filmmaking right now. I was shooting at some wedding and this old lady had these huge ass pimples all over her face, and the feeling that came with that, trying to take that picture, I was so nervous. Took the first shot, it was blurry. And then I was like, God, please bless my shot. I took it again. Still my favorite picture till today, but I think that's what has inspired my work moving forward, finding people that are as different as how she looked. They're people that grew up or are growing up feeling like they don't fit in society's norms. So your albinos, your people with vitiligo, people with huge ass pimples like that, homosexuals, but it's always those people that never grew up feeling like everybody else and they were made to feel that way also.
Yeah.
So with what I do, I'm always trying to show the beauty of them. Okay, I think there isn't fairness in the world in general, and even if it's not just in the creative industry, but there'll never be fairness. And I think in most situations, people treat fairness as what is convenient to them or the expectations that they have. So although there might be some unfairness in the creative industry or in every industry, women still have to work harder. I think some of them still think I just like taking pictures and not the actual thing that I'm a photographer now. It's just like, you still like taking pictures? And I'm like, yeah, but others have seen me grow and have been ones that have supported me throughout the process of learning.
My name is Refilwe Lepere. I am a lecturer here at Wits University. I am a dramaturg at the South African State Theatre. I am a drama therapist. I'm a director, I'm a writer. Yeah. So what is interesting about South Africa, unlike in other spaces in other countries, so there's a lot of countries where theatre is for theatre, art is for art's sake, right? I can create a piece just for me and my people and it's fine. But in South Africa, there is a need for us to, it seems to be constantly speaking back to the system, speaking back to the context, speaking back to the stories that are here, speaking back to creating kind of a messaging process. And the reality is that it demands, South Africa demands it of you as an artist. You can't just, we would like to be just artists. And that has been an ethically problematic space for me, but I do it still, but it has been a space to really question myself for what am I doing and how am I doing it and how am I telling these stories? So if I'm saying I'm telling our stories, is it me really just telling our stories or is it me going, oh, look at us. And is it that expositional, or is it just really being truthful to this idea of we want to storytell, we want to create stories, and not just mine and live like what mining companies do. They mine, take the resources, take the beautiful stuff, and then leave you as you are. Whatever happens, that's what happens. So that's been a challenge for me. And as a thinking artist and as that kind of an artist, it has been very hard to not just create stories for the sake of creating stories. The term feminism, and I think everybody's so scared of it and makes it as if it's like this idea like we're anti-male. But I think feminism is more around the idea that if you are able to have a certain kind of life, you're allowed to dream, to exist, to be, I deserve the same ability to dream, to exist, to be, the same opportunity of desiring life. So the same way you desire to be your best, I desire to be my best. So, and I think for me, that's the essence of it. To be assured of a possibility of tomorrow, to be assured of a possibility of wanting the same salary that you're getting, the same ability to be safe and walk and not have to worry about anything, the ability to be able to create and dream and make the world into a world that I desire, that you desire, that we both can live as equally and as healthily as possible. It's important that we don't see it as a anti-male concept. It isn't anti-male. It's that moment of, I deserve to be alive. So if you deserve food, I also deserve food. If you deserve to be safe, and to be able to wake up and walk out of your house whenever you feel like it and take a walk, I deserve the same.
I've been putting in that work, do it day to day, better fuck, acting like cartoons, feel like anime. I could feel your beating on my chest, it feel like Edwards. I'ma make a banger with that energy like yesterday. I've been putting in that work, do it day to day, better fuck, acting like cartoons.